Hey guys, back with another video on You're Not Alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. This video, I'm here to let you guys know that when you guys are hitting long streaks on semen retention, you cannot be incognito. Now, you guys can take that as a pro, as a con. I think it comes with pros and cons, and I'm going to tackle it in this video. But 1 second, let me put on the AC. It's hot as a bee. Yeah, so I've started to notice this to be a thing because we all know that when you go out into public, we know that people stare at you when you're on semen retention. But what I mean to not be able to move in incognito, it's like you always have eyes on you. And when you don't think people are watching you, they're always watching you. It's so crazy. And with me doing social media, it's even more prevalent because I'm having people from my past hop into comments, hop into like my live streams, and either comment some negativity or comment some positivity. And that's the point of the video. I'm here to let you guys know it can be a good thing and a bad thing. But I think the first time I started to notice this to be a thing was I was at GNC the other day, and I was having a conversation with the person in there, and we were talking about the gym. And I told him, like, yeah, I go right there to 24-hour fitness. And he's like, oh yeah, man, I see you. I see you all the time. And I didn't think much of that, but then just the other day too, I had another guy come into my live stream and says, I see you in the gym all the time, man, keep going. And it just goes to show you how much people are paying attention to you when you're on semen retention. And you guys might think like, oh, that's like it's natural. People are going to see you at the gym in your area. But this is how I kind of view things. Like, I'm super introverted at the point of life that I'm at. And I know that when I go to the gym or when I go out into public, I'm more so focused on myself. If I have a conversation with you, then yeah, I'll remember you. And it might stick with me for like the next day, weeks, or a month. But to go out, not even be able to talk to somebody, they spot you from a distance, and now they can recall you either a month or 2 months in advance, or even think to themselves like, hey, this person's always here, or this person's always here. And that's what I'm starting to notice as well. And it just makes it jarring because I recognize that I can't really move how I used to in the past. In the past, before semen retention, I didn't really have eyes on me. I was kind of invisible, which meant that I got to get away with a lot more mistakes. But now that you always have eyes on you, it's like you can't really get away with much. And I'm starting to discover that as well. When it comes to work, sometimes something happens, and then someone would talk to me about it days later, and it's like, oh, I saw when that happened with you, when that happened with you. It just makes you feel like you're the own main character in your own movie, which, don't get me wrong, it's cool. You get attention, you get influence. If you're trying to do social media, it does attract more eyes to your page. But when it comes off in a negative value, because for one thing, I always preach on this channel, you're going to get haters. And haters love to see you fail. So if haters are able to watch you from a distance and see your failures, they're going to come up to you and play the Trojan horse and be like, they're trying to be an empathetic air, where in the back of the mind, they actually despise you and they're happy that you failed on that one thing. So you guys just have to be conscious of that when you're going out into public, and recognize that people are going to be watching you. It's just a thing. You are vibrating at such a high level and a high frequency that when you go into places, your energy is being felt and people are seeing you. People are either watching you because they admire you. People are either watching you to watch you fail. They're haters. You're going to have females be attracted to you. You're just going to be intriguing to most humans. And if you're not conscious about that, and if you are unaware and you are moving in a way that might be egotistical, might be in a very negative way, keep in mind that's going to get amplified. If you are moving egotistical, people are going to think, oh, this guy has ego, he's an asshole, this and that. If you're moving in a mean way, all of these things are going to get amplified about you. And like I said, sometimes it's kind of annoying because even though you are on semen retention, you're not going to be perfect. You're going to have days where you're going to fail. You're going to have your setbacks here and there. But when you first step into somebody's eye, semen retention has that person looking at you as like subconsciously just above them. So they put you on a pedestal. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about life. I hate being put on a pedestal because I am a human. One day you can knock me off of that pedestal. If I am not performing at the level that you put me at and I make even one mistake, you're going to come down a lot more harder on me than someone that doesn't have your expectations as high. I hope you guys kind of get where I'm going with that, but that's also why I don't date girls that come across as fans in the beginning. And it goes both ways as well. That's why a lot of guys these days can't really get a girlfriend or start dating girls, because they want to put them on a pedestal. And I don't know if you guys know what limerence is, but limerence is basically you already having a version of this person in your head, how things are going to go. And people like to do that a lot when it comes to dating. Before you even date the girl or guy, in your head, you're already thinking, this is how the person is going to be. This is how I want them to be. And it seems like on semen retention, people will do that to you a lot. People will view you from a distance and they will just put you on this high pedestal and just think you have it all figured out. You have all the boxes checked. And you might have more boxes checked than that other person, but that doesn't mean you're moving with imperfection. And when people are viewing you as perfect from a distance, it becomes very hard to conversate with these people. I have conversations with people these days, and instead of them trying to get to know me as a person, they look at me as my achievements and what I've done, and they try to connect with me based on those things. For example, I go to the gym a lot. I try not to bring it up to people I see in person anymore, because they get super insecure, or they get in a way where they're like, man, like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. They just feel down on themselves. So I don't really broadcast that to people anymore. But like I said, when you're on semen retention and you're going around these people, they're not trying to get to know the person. They're not trying to say, hi, how are you, and go deeper. They see that you're a person that's going to the gym, and now that's all they see you as. So now the next questions they ask you are gym questions. And in the midst of them asking it, you could tell they feel kind of down about themselves, which makes a lot of interactions I have with people very uncomfortable. I'm just kind of being honest. And it's not even just that. I'm kind of noticing a lot of people that I talk to, unless they're aware, a lot of these conversations don't really seem genuine. It just seems that they're giving you like the celebrity status subconsciously in their mind. And I hope I'm not kind of blowing that out of proportion. But yeah, I love it for the fact that people are looking at me as a leader. I love it that they look at me like I have influence, and they're looking at me as someone that can provide leadership. But sometimes, like, I even make the imposter syndrome videos. Sometimes I want to be treated just like another person. And that's a dangerous thought to have as well, because it could, those same thoughts that you have could be the same things that could make you want to relapse. Like in the past, I used to have these same thoughts, and I self-sabotage because I didn't think that the way people were treating me was how I actually was. And that's why I just end up relapsing. I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I'm not going to do that, because now I'm seeing how far I'm getting with it and all I can do with it in my life. But sometimes I would just want to have like a regular conversation with somebody where we can connect on a deeper level with each other. And I think the only people I kind of get that conversation with are people that are on semen retention as well. Like I know a couple people in real life, and I talk to you guys on here as well. But I think it's also because we live in a very solipsism. I think that's what the word is, solipsistic. I'm kind of butchering it, but basically the word I'm trying to say, the definition is, people can't really walk in your shoes. They could try to empathize, sympathize, and all those different things, but unless people go through the same exact things that you go through, they can't really resonate with you. So unless people are on semen retention with me and see my exact struggles, they can't really get what I'm talking about. So to the outside looking in, I just look like I'm this person that has it all figured out, because my energy, my frequency is a little bit higher than them. And they put me on this pedestal, and now they're trying to learn from me, or other people are trying to knock me off of that. So I don't think a lot of people in the 3D is really looking at me as another human being. And that's why you're going to have a lot of eyes on you, because they're looking at you as like this esoteric being from like a different universe. You get me? It's kind of annoying, but at the same time too, the same reason people are treating you like that is going to be the same reason that you draw people in, and that's going to give you influence. So law of duality, everything comes with its pros and cons, and I just have to learn to live with it, because what's on the flip side? Me relapsing and going back to a life of depression, anxiety? No, thank you. We all have to take sacrifices in this life, and if this is the only sacrifice I need to be on my top level, then it's not all bad. But I'm just kind of giving you guys my open thoughts. I want to hear what you guys think as well. But if you found any value within this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.